Hi, my name is Lexi Cook, and I'm part of the Rose Urban Real Exchange program, and I'm going to interview somebody very important to our community. And I would like to introduce Major General William J. Troy, Commander of USARAC. I'm just going to ask you a few questions today. My first one is, could you please summarize what being the Commanding General of USARAC means?
Yeah. First of all, thanks for giving me this opportunity, Lexi, to talk about United States Army Alaska. It's a great privilege to be commanding here. And what it means is that I'm in charge of all of the United States Army soldiers in Alaska, with a few exceptions, almost all of them. And I'm responsible for making sure they're ready as soldiers to go and fight if they're called upon, making sure that their units are ready, and making sure that we're taking good care of their families while they're here, and then if they're deployed into combat.
How long have you been in the military?
I graduated from West Point in 1975. That might seem like a long time ago to you, but it doesn't to me. I've been in the Army 34.5 years.
How many soldiers are stationed at Fort Richardson, and how many are currently deployed?
Okay. Here at Fort Richardson, we've got about 7,000 soldiers, and about 4,000 of that 7,000 are now deployed, almost all of them to Afghanistan, and we'll be getting them home very soon, next month or so. So we're very happy about that.
How many family members live in the area?
About 20,000 when you include all of Fort Rich, and then up at Fort Wainwright, together about 20,000 family members.
How is Anchorage unique compared to other cities that have military bases?
Well, of course, I've been assigned to lots of different military bases near many cities, and in many cities we've got good relations between the community and the post. But Fort Richardson and Anchorage, that relationship is really a special relationship, as is the relationship between Fort Wainwright and Fairbanks. And it's a very close relationship, and it's a very positive relationship. And a lot of that has to do with, I think, the history of Alaska, because Alaska was developed a lot by military, and like the roads and things like that. So, and the bases were an important part of the development of Alaska. So really, for a long time, the history of Alaska and the history of the United States military in Alaska were very closely linked. And consequently, the communities now feel close to the military. They don't feel like the military is something different or apart. They feel like it's theirs. It's part of Alaska and part of Alaskan history, part of Alaskan heritage, and part of what Alaska is.
Okay. How does the base contribute to the culture of Anchorage?
Here in Anchorage, I would say a number of ways. First of all, we try and reach out and be part of the community and community activities, participating in lots of different things out in the community. Events, celebrations. We're definitely trying part of that. Giving demonstrations, inviting certain times, inviting people here onto the post so they can see what we're doing. We have a very good band that performs both here in Anchorage and up at Fairbanks also. So I think in a number of different ways we contribute.
How do the military families impact the culture of Anchorage?
I think that's a really important question, and I'm glad you asked, because I think this is something where our military families really can contribute to their local communities, because a lot of these families have lived all over the world. Mm-hmm. And so they come into the community, and they can contribute something from all of their different experiences that they've had. Many of them have very broad perspective about things. They come with different talents and interests, so they should be able to contribute in that way, and they really do. And then conversely, the community gives a lot to them also, because they're giving them that uniquely Alaskan experience, what it is to live here. It's a really special place. It's not like just some other place down the lower 48. It's really special, and many of them find things that they never knew that they would enjoy, maybe outdoors activities, things like that, and they find an opportunity to do it here, and then they you know, they've gained a lot too. So it's kind of I think a mutually beneficial thing.
What important service does the military provide for Anchorage?
Well, I think first is the service that we provide for our country, which is defending our country. I mean, that's our most important thing that we do, and being prepared to go defend our country. Also, we need to be prepared to assist Alaska in case of something like a natural disaster. There's lots of plans and exercises that go on to help us prepare for that. So if we're called upon, we've got to be able to do that. And then we contribute to the community in smaller ways, such as working in the schools, doing volunteer work, and things like that.
Do the bases in Anchorage and Fairbanks affect any other communities in Alaska, such as do they do outreach or visit other villages?
Yes, there is some outreach. I think that the primary way I think that we're probably doing this outreach is probably through the schools, because we've got some volunteer programs going out there in the schools. I don't think we have a highly developed way of reaching out to the far reaches of Alaska, because I mean the distances are great, and we've got a mission here that we have to do. So it's mainly, I would say, within the communities that are near our bases, Fairbanks, North Pole, Anchorage, and the communities around here.
My final question: what is one thing that you would like the people of Yakutat to know about our soldiers?
I think what I'd like the people of Yakutat to know about our soldiers is they are American soldiers who are proud to serve in Alaska. They feel very strongly about defending our country. The great majority of our soldiers and our family members are the kind of people that you would want to know, that you would want to be neighbors with. They're just tremendous people, strongly dedicated to serving, and it's serving our country and serving in the community. So if I sound like I'm very proud of them, I am. They're good people, and it's the kind of people that I think that Alaska warms up to and embraces, and that's why we have such good relations.
Okay, thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to be part of this program.
Lexi, thank you very much. I've enjoyed it.